All right. So, turn 17. So, I got a message from Marignon. They said Flagra is 110 chaff, but true giants. Chaff is difficult to deal with at this point in the game, but the giants shouldn't be that bad. He probably doesn't. He probably has researched a bunch of alteration because he said before that he really likes buffs. So that's probably that. He's got 3 forts, which is bad because I'm still on 1. We got attacked in Shadowglade again. I'm at Conjuration 2, almost at 4 for Strength of Gaia. They claim the Iron Throne, which is bad because the Iron Throne's a really good throne. I want the Iron Throne later, but too late for that now. No magic sites. We found a Sun Ridge, which is a really good magic site, at least for this early in the game. There was this battle, which I'm wondering why he thought this was a good idea, but he already knew I had a bunch of province defense here. But whatever, I guess he overestimated the survivability of his Thin's Herdings. This one's crippled, I think, yeah. Because the barbarians just kill the shit out of him. So yeah. So that worked out. Only lost province defense and some barbarians I recruited. But yeah. Financial crisis finally died from his disease. Figures. I lost a scout. He also lost a scout. Everyone got misfortune too. And yeah. I finished building the lab and I'm recruiting this Vidian right now. I'm having these guys move and none of them got diseases, thank God. This guy's also moving there. I managed to get the 10% random and got an Air 1, Nature 1, which is really nice. These guys are exceedingly rare, so yay! 10% chance. Something good did happen. No magic sites here, sadly. Having him search here. Hopefully there are more. I have a new commander. I'm going to shuffle some troops around. Stimulus check. I'm still wondering why this place is only Dominion 1. It's probably because like these two areas take temple checks, right? So it's only why it's only 1. But it's whatever. I haven't seen the army here, but they are here, I'm pretty sure, because, this battle. There's a decent amount of them, mostly warriors and soldiers, and a few archers. The archers I'm not so worried about, because I have air magic, so later on I can cast Aerofen. These guys are a touch more difficult to deal with, because, big rock, hitman die. These guys, though, are an issue, because I don't have a chaff grinder yet. I'm almost a Thunderstrike. In terms of, like, research. Because I have Storm Power next turn. And then, in terms of evocation, I have Thunderstrike is here. And Storm and Orb Lightning are here. I'm probably going to rely more on Orb Lightning than Thunderstrike, I'll be honest. If only because this is so fatigue intensive. And I have no way of countering that now, because I don't have Sacred Mages with Reinvigoration, nor do I have the capacity to make them Reinvigoration items. So yeah. Probably just going to stick with Orb Lightning for now. Or maybe just Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt's fine, honestly. Mostly Orb Lightning is just better against the generic troops, because it has the Chain Lightning effect. Yeah, bounces to adjacent targets, which is fine. It might hit my own troops, which is the Oathbound will be immune to it, but everyone else will take normal damage, which is not the best. I think a good setup would be to half of them Orb Lightning, the other half Lightning Strike. As for this, don't need enchantment yet. I mean, Flying Shield is nice, I guess, but that's for later. I don't need Fire Shield. Gift of Flight, nah. Seeking Arrow, maybe later. I could. Seeking Arrow is good if you spam it on the same province. If the enemy only has one, and like unit there, but that's not really the case right now. Flaming Arrows, I don't care for it. Archers are not really this nation's forte, and Fire 4 is not easy to come by. Although maybe I could if I really wanted to. Cloud Trapeze, good. I will get that eventually. Astral Healing doesn't matter. I don't have Astral Magic. Twiceborn is, however, is something I do want to go for. Behemoth, no one really cares about. Poison Ward would be, I don't really need. Watchers are nice. I actually like Watchers. They're really annoying. Trade Wind is one thing I want to get, though. If only because I think my starting provinces are, oh wait, no. It's not starting, but a lot of my good provinces are coastal. So. As for anything else. I have realized that in terms of ritual casting, I actually do have the capacity to cast Wrath of God, just not for a long time. Where is it? It's the only like astral. I think it's an evocation. Yeah, I actually can cast this, but not easily because I can summon Cloud Villas. I think they have Astral 1, but boosting Astral is going to be really difficult. Boosting Air won't be that hard by comparison because I can make winged helmets, and I will probably have to empower my god in Air to make the Bag of Winds. But we'll get there when we get there. Perpetual Storm I've also considered trying to get to. Problem with Perpetual Storm is that it doesn't really help me aside from giving me free casts of Storm. So I'd have to get 70 free casts of Storm before I got anything out of it. So it's not really going to help me. Plus, the Income Malice hurts me a lot too. So yeah. Flames are in the Skies, yeah. So I'm probably, honestly, all the ritual spells in Evocation I don't really need, except Murdering Winter kind of helps me, but not really. I don't have consistent access to water magic, except it's Hurricane I can use, but it's kind of a meme. But I get it anyway from going to Evocation 5, so I might as well use it. If I ever do get all the way to Evocation, I'm going to stop at Pillar of Fire, because I don't really need anything here. Except maybe Chain Lightning. But Chain Lightning is just Orb Lightning with better. Which I don't really... Yeah, it's just Orb Lightning times 3, so... I don't really need it, frankly. Maybe as a bonus thing. As for Alteration, I do want to be able to cast Wooden Warriors soon. If only because Wooden Warriors is quite useful. Marble Warriors is also good, but no consistent Earth magic, so Iron Warriors is probably where I'm going to have to hang out prior to that. Maws of the Earth is also good. Let's see. Yeah, Marble Warriors is good, if only because it's very convenient. Just affects... Curse of the Frog Prince I can actually cast. Not easily, but I can cast it. Oh, it doesn't affect undead. Yeah. Fog Warriors is also what I'm going for. That'll be really good to get later. Thaumaturgy, I really don't need anything here aside from maybe Harspecs. Sailor's Death is interesting. Not really good against a lot of units I'm probably going to be facing. I mean, it might be okay, because it does do a decent amount of damage. Although you'd think it'd be an instant death spell for non-amphibious units, or aquatic ones. Confusion. This might actually be fine, but I don't know. Yeah, let's see what other stuff. Enlivened gargoyles will be something I will try to get because mostly because I think it's both quite funny, but also I actually can get Earth Air pretty easily, and they do make decent chaff. So yeah, enlivened statues I don't really need. Hidden sand and hidden underneath are actually things I do want to cast eventually, if only for the magic diversity. I think these guys can random astral. These guys get lots of fire access. So yeah, I have considered Dragon Master. I do have all the paths to consistently summon drakes. Um, but I don't know how good that would be. I can also summon amphitheaters. These are actually okay from what I hear. Good for harassing people because they have the poison attack. Let's see, summon cave crab. That's good, but I should say it's okay. It's not amazing, but Firemen and algae men are okay as well. They make good chaff, but they're not good in these particular spells because they're so inefficient. Um, yeah, fire drakes. Um, I think fire drakes, ice drakes. Yeah, I can cast all of these. Not easily, but I can do it. So it might be worth looking into as just stuff. Because, I mean, who doesn't need chaff, right? I have massive magical diversity, but not really any depth. So I'll have to be in the game of building tons of boosters anyway. As for this, I have not much money because I burned all of that 1,000 gold from last turn, buffing up this province defense and recruiting this new mage. So we'll see our income situation next turn when I don't have to pay for these two mages. We'll see if it improves or not. I'm having this guy forge a sling of air because I want to give that to this commander. Why not? I mean, this guy has terrible research anyway. 3 research. It's nothing. So, yeah. I also have all these gems on these guys. I'm having them set to research instead of patrol. He made a ton of Draugr and stuff in this long. That shouldn't be too much of an issue, but the massive buffs to his province defense will. I know he has a fort over here, so I want to deal with that. I also noticed that Zabalba's over here, which is interesting because I know Vanheim is over here somewhere. So he might be vulturing some stuff off him. Because I know this belonged to Jotunheim not like one turn ago. I can't see any troops there, probably because I don't know. But I have to be aggressive at next turn because I can't afford to just let him like buff his cap to hell and back again and then just wait because then Phlegger will definitely kill me. They have way more troops than me and from the sounds of it like 4 forts. They probably sunk all their money into 4 forts, which is interesting because they have way more money than I do. But we'll see. As for anything else, I'm having loan repayment officer search these sites, and that's kind of it. There's nothing else really to do. Yeah, that's it, pretty much. Actually, one more other thing is I should send the reply back to Marignon. Now, much. Actually, I should probably send Zabalba a message too. I'm gonna see if I can get Zabalba to join the fight, or at least I'll probe him to see if he's at war with him or not. He probably is. Well, we'll see. Because I want this capital, and I want this too. He can have all the stuff up here. I don't really care, but I want this capital, so I'm gonna get that capital. If he See, the one problem here is that if I have to go through this province here, I'll definitely have to turn back. Because who doesn't put castles on throne provinces, right? So I'll probably have to go here and then double back and take this, which is not going to be fun. Because then Phlegra has every right to just move here and take this again. Admittedly, this is going to be a very big hotspot because both of us will have access to fighting here if that's the case. But we'll see. If I can bait him into attacking this, and then I could take this, I can cut off his retreat. But it is somewhat contingent upon me actually taking this, which is not as likely as it sounds. The flagrant tyrants are nothing to mess around with, you know. Like look at these guys: Fire 3, Earth 2, Death 1, random extra one of these. These guys can cast Soul Vortex. These Iron Skin, Phoenix Pyre, Fire Resist 10, Poison Resist 5. I could maybe kill these guys with. And I could maybe kill these guys with like cold damage or lightning damage, because they can get air access, so they can just build like lightning gear, which is not good for me. They do have access to cold resistance though, so they can build that too actually. So shit. Yeah, they can build that too. So if I had to kill these guys, I would have to do it with armor-piercing gear, which is not the best way of going about it. I have Banefire darts, which I think are untyped damage. Let's see, Banefire darts. Yeah, these are untyped damage. So I'll plan to use this then, if that case, because this isn't air negates. Because I can cast it. I have a bunch of guys with Death 1, Fire 1. Hopefully they don't die, but we'll see. It's not the best solution, but you know, what can you do? Other than that, I should probably just get Van Jarls and arm them with AP gear and just have them thug them out so that they can kill them. Problem is that that's ridiculously expensive. The other solution is to take either hearses and arm them with like great swords of sharpness and luck pendants or something, but I don't have luck astral, so you know, not easy. Or mountain commanders, which is probably better honestly because they have horses, and the horses give them the defense skill bonus that they so desperately need. And then again, I don't know. These guys have less strength too, so it's not like an easy comparison. I could do Chud Jarls. They have better stats, but they're way more expensive. I think an army of Chud Skin Shifters might be able to kill it. They have a lot of attack. I could swap production from Berserkers and these guys to Skin Shifters. It'll totally break the bank though. These guys are expensive. But like, I don't know. Looking at his scales, or at least what I saw before of them, it looked like he didn't go magic, I don't think, so his research should be roughly on par with mine. So I don't think he has like a ton of ability to gear his thugs yet, but we'll see. It's more likely than you think. Problem is that all of my paths are more or less elemental aside from death, and I don't have consistent access to it. Like, counters this, counters this, counters this, counters this. This he can't counter, and this he can't counter. So these three I should probably lean into if I fight Phlegra, because Earth Magic doesn't care about your stats as much. It resists. And blood magic just don't care either. And neither does death. Going into this blood magic, I could use maybe blood burst. Yeah, blood burst is one thing I could do, but it's not efficient by any means. And we'll have to blood hunt someplace to get the slaves in order to do it, which is not the best. But it is armored. Well, actually, oh yeah, they're not sacred, so they can't cast regen really. Banish demon. Agony? Agony wouldn't do much. At least I don't think so. Yeah, magic resistance negates. It's just 1 damage. Spine Devil, Hell Power, Bind Fiend. Fiends. You see, the thing is, I actually could theoretically go for poison damage, but it wouldn't be easy. Poison resist 5 isn't like amazing, so most strong poisons will get through that. The problem is that poison takes time and it deals minuscule amounts of damage, so you really have to get stack a lot of it on top of each other at the same time for it to be effective, like with a Serpent Chris or something. But I can't afford to those because the construction's 6. Leeching Touch, not going to help me. Crossbreeding, not going to help me. Frost Fiends, maybe, but it's not easy for me to cast. Devils, maybe. They do have the Poison Barb attack, so that might help. Mostly for the Poison Barb attack. Storm Demons, I plan to summon anyway. Dark Vines are not helpful here. Hellbind Heart might be okay. If he builds for magic resistance, or for elemental resistance, he probably won't be able to build for magic resistance. So I could try doing this until it works, which is not a very good strategy, admittedly, but I could do it. But that fatigue cost is, not good. Ill Earth would not help me, because these guys are size 6, if I remember. Oh, they're size 5. I actually could trample them to death. Huh. Air elementals are on the table then. Because whoever casts it large, it doesn't happen. I don't think there are any instant death spells. So, whatever. Yeah. So maybe Ill Earth and Summon Earth Elemental would help. Or Air Elemental, full-size ones. Problem is that I need level 3 for that kind of stuff. This one is possible to cast, but it requires me to go all the way to Blood 5 to cast, and I am not going to be able to do that in the amount of time it would take. Because I can get both of these, but I have to boost both of them, which I could do for a Sabbath. And Summon Ill Earth is quite demanding, so I don't know. Then they would shrink pretty quickly and become useless. Rain of Toads would be good, actually, because I could just drop them on his cap to prevent him from recruiting troops. But yeah, if anything, probably Spine Devils are the most, because I think they have a poison attack as well. We'll see. Blood Boil is actually pretty alright. Yeah, this one's alright, actually, because it does untype damage. And I can cast this. Imps doesn't help me. Shadow Imp does not help me. Reinvigoration, not really. What does Bowl of Blood do? Oh, Blood Power. Forgot about this. So yeah, I might go Blood Magic level 1 then. Because I don't need anything in real Thaumaturgy or whatever. We'll see. I just want to get Conjuration 4 right now for Strength of Gaia. For my Pretender in case someone attacks me. Because that's much more practical, in my opinion. Going for Conjuration 4 so I can get Storm as well. I think, actually Storm is an evocation, but One level away, I get summon big elementals. We'll see. I heard Contact with Draconians is actually pretty good because they can free spawn after you get enough of them. Naiads would also be good for path access. Although I can't cast it. So, whatever. So yeah, I might maybe Manticores. I don't know. I don't know enough about Manticores. But yeah, we're in somewhat of a sticky situation because they want to kill me. I won't have much. There isn't much I can do about it because this guy doesn't have any gear on him yet. Once he has Strength of Gaia, he'll be quite a bit stronger because he already has fire resist 10. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's the end of this turn.